caballero.
Es un hombre extraordinario.
Me impresiona mucho.
Pues ¿sabes qué? Yo creo que no es tanto el físico, es más bien la personalidad que tiene y todo lo que proyecta.
Ya me lo imagino con su smoking blanco, un martini en una mano y un costoso habano en la otra.
Provocativo. Atractivo.
A new stereophonic sound spectacular.
Hello there, and welcome to the exciting world of hip. This is a new departure in language instruction for English-speaking people who want to talk to and be understood by jazz musicians, hipsters, beatniks, juvenile delinquents, and the criminal fringe.
Bonjour madame, bonjour monsieur. Nous allons, grâce à ce disque créé spécialement pour vous, essayer de tirer ensemble le maximum de qualité sonore de votre chaîne haute fidélité.
Sit back, relax, and close your eyes.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing on this Friday the 13th, 2023? I'm so happy to be before you today for this. It's kind of the episode of the Friday Live Agile number 129, I think we are. So now I don't know. There's people that should come here, so we'll wait for them in this beautiful balcony of the Crew Collective. And by the way, I'm really thankful for Josiane, the new manager over here at the Crew Collective for the co-working section, but also the cafe. It's great coffee here. The day pass, it's only $20 for the entire day for to work or to read in a very, very amazing environment. So I'm inviting you to come and work here if you'd like. It's Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. And I think on the weekend, it's even earlier from 7 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. But anyways, that's a great place to work. This is where I actually established my base for all the workshop and training with the Agile Lounge venture that I used to do since 2016. I'm one of the first co-worker here. So that's why I choose to launch this new adventure of mine, because you'll see it's there's a lot of comeback and what I'm going to show you later. So I will let people arrive. So are we on LinkedIn? Yes, we're on LinkedIn. And could you see if we are on YouTube as well? Oh, you don't have it here? No problem. I'll do it here. Yeah, because I have people with me. I have actually one of the person in the credit for the website. Is Chun Gagniklish. Thank you so much for your great integration of everything. Elizabeth Marinari also that I salute. I don't know what time it's 6 o'clock for her, maybe somewhere in Croatia. And so we're going to start very soon. We'll let people come in IRL here at the Crew Collective in Montreal. And let me just quick see. I think I put myself on Twitter as well. Oh, no, it's not Twitter anymore. It's X, right? But if I do X, I've got the exchange for money. So Elon Musk is just a goofy. How could you change the name of a company and you don't change the URL? This is what we're going to see today. Breaking news. Israeli military officially have issued a warning to United Nations. Could you imagine that? So we're going to talk about it before going into the launch of my new professional services, because it's important for me at the beginning of the Shabbat very soon on the East Coast. And I am live also on Twitter. Yes, I am. So that's me and YouTube. I don't even have to check, because whether you like them or not over at Alphabet and Google, you could say it's the big GAFA, they are efficient. They code like garbage, but they are efficient. At least we know that we could count on the YouTube platform, which is a real video platform, contrary to. So, and I'm not on Rumble today because, YouTube, thank you so much. And so thank you very much, all of you, to be there for my Rumble listener and the audio podcaster listener as well. I know there's going to be a lot of visual that I'm going to talk about it. So you're more than welcome if you're on Spotify, iHeart, or Deezer. You just have to click on the link or in the podcast description also to see my guests and myself, because all of the podcasts, most of the time, even with the guests, are recorded live anyways. And we have something in store for you. I'm going to have an open space enthusiasm, debating or having a conscious conversation with a kind of a ultra professional coach that also include the qualificative of agile coach. And we're going to talk about this agile paradoxon, showing you the video that they did over at the Shredded Giraffe in Germany. And we're going to talk about this in the line of this invitation we do to you to invite you for the Renaissance. And by the way, if you are listening to this transmission, you are part of the Renaissance. But today is going to be less about agile and business agility. It's going to be about the other service that I'm offering you starting right now. But before, I'd like to, because I've got friends from all creed, all culture. I'm a cosmopolitan and I'm proud to be a... Okay. When I cry is closer to the truth. But I got to read you this before we go into the professional stuff. Could we talk and walk for peace, please? You know, will get me emotional like this. No one wins in a war. Everyone is human, and the victims on each side don't need you to take sides. Show a flag on your social media profile or else. This is disgusting. What they need, those people under the bomb, they need you to stay strong. And demand peace now. To be more than empathic towards them, to be just over justice, and being loving. I do not take sides. I condemn all sides' cruelty. Sorry about that. I didn't know it will I condemn all such cruelty to another human being, life, and security. We need to stop this madness. Same with Ukraine and Russia. Same with Taiwan and China. And sadly, too many others in Africa and Asia that we don't hear of. Please stop. Breathe. Breathe with me. And let's be civilized if we are a civilization, for God's sake, and promote love for humanity. Because without love, they can't be humanity. Yours truly, for Renaissance. Man, I'm sorry, I didn't know I will be, because I think of my friend over here in Tel Aviv and somewhere else. So let's not take side. Hey, hi, Philip. How are you, my friend? Tell us, Philip, are you watching us from YouTube or from, because I don't, let's see it. He's on LinkedIn. All right. Cycle of Vengeance is Infinity. Yeah, I'm sorry. I look like a CC, but I'm just, you see, when I cry, it's closer to the truth. So this is a true message that I wanted to share with you guys because I think it's important. If we are conscious and if we are civilized and open to a real civil discourse, we don't take sides and we don't put a fucking Ukrainian or Russian or Palestinian or whatever flag you could have on your social media. This is disgusting because this part of a gang, and I'm not part of any gang. My gang is humanity, the brotherhood of humanity. Here it is. All right. So thank you to being there, Philip. Always a pleasure. And I didn't forget you about our call last week. I'm on it, but it was a huge week. And by the way, say hi to Shun. I don't know if... Hello there. She's with me. And we're waiting. Yes, Emily's coming. All right. So, yeah. So we'll let people in, and so we'll be able... I love Rebel. I love the Rebel. That's amazing. All right, so you almost... I just made the opening statement about being human, and without love, there's no humanity. We need a civil discourse if we are a civilization. So I did express officially that I'm not taking side of any wars. I'm taking side of those. I'm empathic with those who are under the bomb on any side. And anyways, you'll be able to you'll be able to read it because I put also the text on my LinkedIn page. Yes, I have this audacity. It's not bringing politics, actually. I am trying to bring this Renaissance movement. But today, as I said, it's going to be a lot less about business agility and Scrum because I'm launching and I'm even reactivating a couple of my venture of the last 30 years because actually on November 3rd, it's going to be 30 years and I'm celebrating my entrepreneurship with my first DJ agency, FCDJ. And let me, Emily, if you want a coffee here, and the rest is, this is on Agile Lounge, but the rest is on the rest is history. And if you'd like, I thought I had brought glasses with the bottle of water, but it's not. Anyways, so thank you for being here for this new milestones of mine. On peut faire en français aussi. Je sais pas qui écoute en ce moment. Philippe est français de toute façon. Fait qu'on verra, mais c'est sûr que ça va rester un petit peu dans les annales de...
J'ai essayé de répondre sur LinkedIn, ça a peut-être bugué.
Ah, je sais pas, mais je vois que le chat, il semble marcher. Hey, on a une bonne user experience on LinkedIn today. Wow. Anyways, so I'm gonna now start sharing my screen with this new website of mine called joliaf.com. Isn't it amazing? And the name of this new venture, it's very simple. It's AFJ, for Agile for Joy. No, it's not. But it could be. Because actually one of my product owner told me that your initial make me think of Agile for Joy. So here we go. Because I bring joy into Agile. Maybe. I try. But sometimes it's hard with the imposter. Imposter? Imposters. So, so without further ado, because it's Friday the 13th, there's an eclipse coming up. And I've got friends here, so maybe we'd like to have a coffee together, and which we could have right now if you like. The line, it's the shortest lineup, Emily, by the way, of the day. It was crazy today, like all day long. Yeah, the co-walking is less busy than the cafe, so that's why I come. Yeah, it's $20 a day. It's great. All right, so as you could see now on my screen, I don't know, and once again, I'm gonna have to do this like that. Philip say I chun. All right, so this is my new website with my creepy face. I don't like to watch me. So it's AFJ, make it happen. Yes, because we do deliver what's right, and you will see. So I won't read you everything. What I'm going to jump is my professional services outcome-based approach that I praise is second to no one. That's what I'd like to talk about you. So it's 6 major professional services and one kind of a secret club that you could be part of. For any entrepreneur or startup that need to have a bridge, and I will be your bridge with a venture capitalist if you need funds for your great idea. So I could be your coach towards this meeting, a 13 minutes meeting with someone who could give you $1 million to develop your application. So the thing here, AFJ Business Pro, as you could see here, is AF, which is me, as your project or program manager, because I have more than 20 years multi-million program management that I did, especially in telecom, digital transformation, digital marketing, and web design, e-commerce. I was probably one of the early adopter back then in Neuron, before Neuron was acquired by Publicis and everything. Peux-tu lui ouvrir? Ah, tu vas sauter le balcon? All right. J'aime ça des délinquantes comme ça. C'est bon. Moi, je la lance. All right. So this part of me, if you ask AF, which is you could ask me, could always have a 30 up to 90 minutes free discovery session with me where I will ask you a lot of questions to understand where you are, what you need, and everything. But this AFJ Business Pro, it's all about my professional offer and IT infra, project and program, telecom, and everything. And we have also specialists, other independent consultant that could join us. And we prefer to have a SOW, a scope of work, working with you instead of just staffing augmentation. I don't do staffing augmentation. I'm offering you a specialty of managing those projects. And I could also find you some resource to be part of the project. So this is AFG Business Pro. Now, I've got another one that it's part of my 30 years experience, actually. That was my first venture, FCDJ, DJ agency for DJ around the world, co-production and production of worldwide event and even single events. So I have an extensive network worldwide, especially in Europe and United States, and now Mexico and Salvador as well, and Costa Rica. And I'm bridging one new organization that might help me create some event in Brazil as well. So AF as your event manager, which means that I'll take care of everything for you to develop yourself. But by the way, it's not just about, now I'm talking about the nightlife and the music and the big party. This is my experience. I was the collaborator with 514 Production, and we own the sauna for those from Montreal that remember that after hours with 5 Story. Actually, we were there this week. We spent there in this new building, the Montreal building, where the NAD is and the NFB is. So that was like our club there. Nevertheless, it was like between 1998 to 2006. That was the length of our renting the space there. But I did also organize a lot of professional conference, probably even better than one we experienced with Montreal Connect. Yeah, I will say that much. I'm bold. I mean, it was great. It was a great networking. But if you really like top of the notch event, even for your user group, your internal kind of kickoff, and you'd like to make putting some open space magic into it and everything, I could be also your event manager. So this is what it's mean. AFJ Eventi. I am acting as your event manager, taking care of everything. So it's like a project manager, but specifically for event, with knowing all it takes to create a great event. And by the way, you could rent also that beautiful space that you see behind me for your event, and I could connect you with that. And so many other places in New York, especially Midtown and Manhattan and Lower East Side. I get access to beautiful spaces. I get access in Philadelphia, Boston, Miami, Orlando, Phoenix, Austin, Texas. So I'm your guy if you'd like to throw out a great event. Professional event, mostly. I don't necessarily do private event. Don't send me a Ask AF for a wedding. I don't think I'll do this. I might put you through some people who do this, if of course, because it's all about networking, right? So the third professional service I'm offering now, and this is for those who know me for a while. I used to have the Solution Power or Power Solution CRM. So this is AFJ digitally. It's everything. It's me as your SME and digital transformation and digitalization of everything. Even though I'm working right now with a lab that try to transfer all the knowledge base of the blockchain protocol into the real protected, secure, cyber secure, twin digital. So we could build this also for your company to secure this. So this digitally, it's everything about the digital realm and the digitalization of our world. That's also include what we call the CAS. It's the outcome-based consulting as a service approach. So you could book your discovery call with me with the Ask AF button here. That's, of course, I don't think you see it on your screen because it's a pop-up that goes into my calendar. And we could have a cafe here too if you're from Montreal or if you're passing in Montreal. It's always nice. All right, so without further ado, of course, some people did ask me a couple of months ago, like on LinkedIn, will you keep Agile Lounge? Good question. The answer is yes, of course. I love this little baby that I built in Cancun, and I threw it out here at the Crew Collective in 2016. We are in the 8th year of performing consultancy, event creation with a Scrum beer. We have the Real Agile podcast. This is part of Agile Lounge. So, of course, after 23 years of being a Scrum Master, I won't stop here. I won't stop. No, it's still part of my DNA. But this is the thing. Since my talk at Agile Boston 2 weeks ago, I'm calling you. I'm inviting you, every one of you who pretend to be an Agilista. Please join us. It's an invitation for a renaissance because we are in dark time of imposition, dictator of frameworks, know-it-all, con artist, charlatan, and everything. But we could do better than that, and we are responsible for that. So that's why I'd like to offer some other things because Agile is not my entire universe. I've got so much more to offer. So that's the purpose of this special event today with those events. But of course, maybe Agile Lounge will merge into this AFJ, Business Agility, AF as your enterprise-wide Agile coach. Because here's the question to someone, I think it was Julia last week, asking me about, oh, well, what is it all about, this by AFJ? Yes, because my main group of company, my holding is AFJ, and this is my new year, fiscally speaking. And so I decided that to go on and unleash all of my talent, because as Heath Ledger used to say in The Joker, or actually in Batman, he says, like, if you're good at something, get paid for it. And this is what I'm going to do now. So, of course, I'm very good at business agility. And for those of you who don't know yet what is business agility, it's above and beyond software development and IT. It's agilizing everything, like Mike Biddle used to say. And by the way, happy birthday, Mike Biddle. It was on the 11th, this Wednesday. You will have turned 62 years old, if I'm correct. 1962 to 2023, 61 years old, Mike. Love you. Feliz cumpleaños. So that's the thing. So yes, of course, I will keep that professional services because I've got proven track record of helping putting more agility into team, having high performance team using the Scrum system. Yes, the Scrum system to build the proper framework within the context of the organization and the delivery. And so this is why we tag it, make it happen, and probably Agile Lounge that will transform iteratively and incrementally into AFJ Business Agility. But I will keep the brand Agile Lounge for specific events such as the Scrum Beer and other loungy workshop that a lot of people used to like. And I would like to bring it back, to bring back those type of thing at the Bryant Park in Manhattan, because I'm going there next 2 weeks, in the next 2 weeks, to see if I could still unleash it there for the market. Here at the Crew Collective, beautiful space, nice coffee, bring your martini. We're going to do those workshops with a drink. This is the Agile Lounge way of doing things. And you loved it. I hope new people will see it. So, am I still live? I'm okay? Yes, all right. I'm so happy to have a team with me now. And so the fifth one, it's AFJ leadership. Because in my years of business agility, like this, all of those fake debate that they have on LinkedIn, you have the smooshy one like Scrum versus Kanban, and you have those stupid one, Scrum Master versus or against an Agile coach. But you have another one. Is Agile transformation will work better if it's bottom up or top down. So yeah, they do this. So this services of Agile leadership, actually, it's a complementary of whether the business pro and classical project management with innovative mindset or the business agility with a transformation. Actually, leadership, it's because now I'm certified by Open Leadership Network as a certified executive coach. Yes, I'm not just a fracking Agile coach. So it's AF as your trusted advisor. So whether you are a well-established Fortune 500 company, a small business, wherever in the world, or even a startup, you might need that specific professional services of leadership where I could help you as more an enterprise sorry about that, enterprise coach or facilitator, bring you into helping. Actually, it's to help. It's not to coach an executive, because you don't necessarily coach an executive. But what you do is you give them information, you talk with them, you unleash them, you help them being top down, and make sure they invite the bottom up. Because, again, true business transformation, I'm talking about Agile. You don't transform Agile. What you want to do is transform your business or the way you deliver stuff. Okay? So you might use agility. You might use the principle and the pattern of open business agility. So that's why I will intervene specifically there. I could be also just hire for that, which means that I will support the other Agile coach in the organization and so on. So you see, so I'm multiple layer of offering. And I've got experience of about 5 years dealing with C-level or advisory board to help them building the strategy. And of course, with my invitation base, not mine, but invitation base created by Daniel Mizik over at the Open Leadership Network and the 8 pattern of business agility, I will help you. Yes, it's going to be top down. You don't have to be shy about this. You're the business owner, so it's come from the top. You want to do this. But if you want to engage the people that work with you, not for you, but they work with you, in that sense, you need to invite them. Invitation for them to make decision to follow you. So this is why I said there's no such debate of a transformation top down or bottom up. It's all at once. It starts by the top, and then you invite the bottom, and then the bottom suggests you things, and everybody should be happier and safer in their work environment, because this is what we do. We work for the new world of work, for the renaissance of the way we work together, and we provide experience not only for our customer, but also for the employee that do and serve our customers. I often have the example, like, especially when we have a cocktail, So if the restaurant or the catering that provide the food, if they are not happy, they might cry into your soup or into your little, like, how do you call it, like this, whatever, the canapé, So because I know for a fact, because in my event industry, in hotels and stuff, when the cook, the chef, or the people are not happy, they are stressed by your bosses, it could reflect in the food you eat. So this is a real tangible thing. But of course, in the digital world, this could happen too. A programmer could be so not engaged, so sad, so pressure for nothing that you will make a lot of mistakes and it's going to cost you a lot. Whatever you have, like test-driven development, or you're really iterative and tests are integrated, they will create shit. I'm sorry, because they're not happy. So happier employees means better quality of your product and services, mean customer satisfaction, means coming back and coming back. That's the basic law of Peter Drucker. Your first objective as a business is to create customer and make them happy, to have your return on investment. Period. Don't get me the bullshit of all the other things will be the effect of that. Okay, your P&L will be the effect of that. Your EBITDA will be the effect of that. Your accountant will be pleased to make any report according to this achievement of having customers that's come back. Okay, so that being said, my sixth and last one as a professional services. This one is kind of tricky. It's more a networking thing, but yes, as you can see here. Now I have to see my screen. I don't know if you see it here on the screen. Yeah, there's a delay. That's why. So I'm offering a lot of way to become, as it says here, AF as your brand content creator. I'm not necessarily. I'm a amateur photographer. I've got a nice Flickr if you'd like to see my macro and stuff. However, here since 2006, I gained experience of helping professional photographer selling their print and bringing also the creation of content and videography and everything. So that's really important because it's really fun to say, oh, let's build a website, let's build a campaign, a marketing campaign, let's have a great digital hub and stuff. But if you don't have video today, even with the makeup, you don't have anything, right? So that's why this services could be complementary to digitally event, because you'd like to capture picture at your event or professional event or even small video. And so this, and the guy we met yesterday with this automated picture and we have fun could be incorporated into this kind of services and the two services here. So here's the thing. I'm open to, I won't say partnership because it's a strong word in business, but I will say collaboration for now. I don't mind to any of these 6 services. We could collaborate with others and we built a team together to unleash this. And you could have, you could hire me as an event manager, but I could also be your brand content creator because maybe you threw out the event to get content for your web solution or your website that you want to create. So this is about it. And this services also, I could bridge you to photographer in London, Paris, Milano, in Italia, New York, Montreal, of course, Toronto, Vancouver, for you to capture your event. Or I could do it myself. I'm kind of pretty good, but if you need I have to be humble. This is not my cup of tea. I'm an amateur photographer. I didn't go to school for that, but they told me that I'm good with nature and trekking and stuff. But I could, yeah, but, and I've got to see, but I could bridge you with a great team of videographer also to make your clip and everything. Like I said, even filming, portrait, for your social network. We could do this, especially on LinkedIn. So you just book a cafe with us. You come here, we have a coffee, we discuss your needs, and I'll give you the proper reference, or we do it together. So as you could see, all of these 6 professional services could be very separate, or could be in kind of a cross-selling, cross-functional thing. Most of them, though, or they could be complementary. And you just have to take your up to 90 minutes free discovery session in person or virtually by Ask AF. And I encourage you, please, especially today, those who are watching live and then after, share it to people that might need one of those services. And the last thing, one more thing, like Steve Jobs used to say at his Apple event, it's my FLIP program. What is the FLIP program? What the heck is that? Do you know what is it?
Freedom lifestyle.
Yeah.
Something.
It's this movement of Renaissance that started even before the scandemic. Yes, I will go that far. The scandemic. Who did you believe? Like, I mean, we have a cough, right? Let's cough. Let's take a drink and move on, okay? But this is about the divergent people out there, those who want to create their enterprise, those who have a great idea. So the main goal of it here is my 30 years experience as an entrepreneur myself. What could I help you with to have this freedom lifestyles or to become an entrepreneur with you? And I'm only taking this privately with high potential people, okay? And it's based on my own path. So of course, with the questioning and the discovery session, we'll try to adapt if it's going to be me or another entrepreneur, because this is a circle, this is a network, okay? The freedom lifestyle community is a network of people who did achieve like a solopreneur or a small business or just a great idea. Like these guys are Urban Acolyte in Austin, Texas. That were my co-worker at Yelp in San Francisco. They moved into Austin, Texas, and they built the affiliation management API application and everything. And now they wrote $2.6 billion. So that's the thing. So I'm not promising like, I'm not like this kind of guru or this guy, but this FLIP program, it's to bridge you with a community of practitioners that went through where you might go, and we could give you US-based legal advice or Canadian-based legal advice. We don't do for Europe now, but for Europe, I could bridge you with other fellows of mine, especially in Hungary and Germany, that might be able to help you on your journey if you'd like to open a business over in Europe. And on that, as we create that network of strong, high potential people that praise freedom of being, doing, and movement, we could also, we have access to a network of mentorship, and venture capitalists. For those who don't know, a venture capitalist, it's a person, not an agency. Be careful when you go into any kind of professional event and you see people promising loan. Be careful. It's a loan. A venture capitalist is an investment. Okay? It's a different type of thing. It could cost you a lot if you don't pay back in the term, of course, because what they expect is not for you to pay a loan. It's a venture capitalist. You take a venture, you take a risk. It's high risk. I'm going to use some money to build your Babylonian website, say it, or a translator, an application to translate all of those old great language. But maybe you need a grant for that. So it will provide you a grant. It will say, you have 3 years to make money out of it, and so you give me back my grant with no interest. So that's the thing, is there's no catch. The only catch, if you're a lazy monkey and you don't achieve and you don't make money, so you have to pay it back at interest to cover the fact that the return on investment was not there. Okay? So, of course, now it's generally because we could go in deep, and when we prepare you for this this meeting. So, but this is something that I could do also with AFJ, make it happen. So that's the motto. And let's maybe close it. I don't know. Let me go back now to my studio. I don't see how many people are watching. So we could open up to some questions. 2 on LinkedIn. Okay. YouTube, I guess it's 0 because it's Friday. 1.
But it's me.
Okay.
So now 0 because
So there's not much people. So, Philip, do you have a question? Do you want a coffee? Come on, drive from wherever you are and meet us. So we always leave 30 seconds. I don't know. So anyways, guys, and well, if you merely lost, I received an SMS as well.
She's in line for coffee.
All right, that's funny. It's live, mesdames et messieurs. So anyway, if you don't have any question, I will play the beautiful clip that Elizabeth put together with the music of Steven Saucedo. But for this, it's not from my website. I think it's going to be better if I capture it directly from YouTube here. So let's do this. And we'll call it a Friday the 13th. You should cuddle a black cat under the I missed the word even in French. the ladder. The ladder. So let's share this. No, like this. Where is the screen for YouTube? Here is YouTube. Yeah, screen share. So let's watch it to give you a taste of my new services. So I hope it's gonna work. So please talk about it because it's not just for me. I got a couple of people, up to 5-6 people that could benefit of any contract that I gain into one of those 6 services. The flip program, as I said, contact me. Let's have a first coffee, a discovery call. But this is very a closed circuit type of thing for high potential people only that are really willing to win their game and to experience this freedom lifestyle. So without further ado, cool. Shit. Okay, sorry. But anyway, what I did explain it to you back was a nice resume, but they get it before. So don't worry, guys. You get it before. And for the podcaster, the audio podcaster, you didn't see anything. So, and your question, Emily?
Oui, ma question, c'est qu'est-ce qui est au centre de tout ça, de tous tes services?
C'est que j'arrive à l'automne de ma vie. Et puis oui, la situation, on va être honnête, il y a une situation économique mondiale. Moi, je travaille sur plusieurs marchés. Avant, j'étais capable de me sauver. Ça allait pas bien au Canada, j'allais aux États-Unis. Ça allait pas bien aux États-Unis, j'allais en Europe. Puis des fois, je trouvais toujours. Mais là, en ce moment, là, on va se le dire, c'est la merde partout. C'est le manque d'investissement partout. C'est le manque de volonté de faire des projets. Tout est gelé, en grosse partie. Il y a vraiment une récession que personne ne veut caler, mais l'Allemagne va peut-être le caler cette semaine, justement. Alors, on est dans un état de VUCA aux stéroïdes. Fait que moi, je me suis dit, écoute, je vais agir comme j'enseigne aux gens, comme j'enseigne à des exécutifs, comme j'enseigne à des dirigeants, ou comme quand on enseigne même au niveau d'une équipe de SCRUM, comment te réinventer, c'est quelque chose. Mais en même temps, je me réinvente pas tant que ça parce que dans 3 de mes services, tu sais, Power Solutions, j'ai fondé ça en 2009, ça existait, ça marchait encore, mais je le mettais pas en avant. Ce que je mettais de l'avant, c'était Agile Lounge avec les 3 branches. Le Scrum Beer, le podcast et mes services professionnels et surtout de training de manière lungy. Donc, ces activités-là. Puis c'était par là que je vendais aussi mes services professionnels de coach Agile, Scrum Master, name it, là. Puis ça marchait. Mais en fin de compte, ils n'ont jamais Agile Lounge, c'est un brand. Fait que, ce qui est au cœur de ça, c'est ce besoin de s'adapter à ce dark time qu'on est là. Émilie, hey, elle va chercher son café. Venez-vous-en si vous êtes à Montréal. Qu'est-ce que vous faites? On a encore 1 heure, là, si vous voulez.
Et je pense que le métro doit être préparé, là.
Ah, je sais pas, moi, j'ai pas eu des problèmes de métro. Elle dit pas ça. Il y a peut-être du monde from International. So, yeah. So, for the viewer out there, I will have to cut when I did the resume. Because I'm going to cut this part. See, that's the problem. When I play a video, that experience.
Put you on mute.
No, I put on mute because otherwise it's an echo thing. Especially now I'm in stereo mode. So I don't even know how it sounds like. We'll see it after. And Phil didn't comment about it. So,
It sounds
yeah,
okay.
It sounds okay, because with the space here and everything. So, are you okay, Emily? Oh, okay. The Divergent John Wick girl. Hey, have you seen the Continental on Amazon? You have a call, I think. I love it. So to your question, I know if I try to be succinct, but sometimes I just like. So that's the context we are in, and I told to myself, like I said in the podcast, I told like Heath Ledger used to say in the Batman, if you're good at something, charge for it. So there's AFJ Eventi. It's going back to what I used to do with 514 production at the Sauna, at Cirque du Soleil, or everything that for a professional event, to set a table for a professional event. AFJ digitally, it's the power solution kind of coming back, but under that brand. So it's everything that touch a digital transformation for an organization. And also the call center stuff that I'm good at with a lot of experience. So that could be Business Pro, building a team on SEO requests, scope of work requests. So that's why I'm doing this, because I don't identify as an agile coach anymore.
C'est quoi ton identité maintenant?
But so far, and I did respect Samuel Ball that I say I if he's catching it later. Samuel Ball, who's kind of my fellow since I work at Yelp with him. He's great in marketing. He's a great coach of marketing. If you ever need his services for your, what's the name of your company again? Decrypt, yes.
Change management.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
She's the queen of change management in Quebec.
Oh, that's great.
So, by the way, my IFG leadership could require your partnership collaborative services, because AFG leadership is small, especially my last 5 years of dealing with CEO, helping them, inviting their people, and cutting the crap of, is it top down or bottom up? No, it's always top down. It's the business owner, for God's sake, or it's the board that decide what's going to happen, that decide the budget. But doesn't mean that you impose it into the bottom. So that's the thing. So that's why there's a lot of OCM in there. Exactly. C'est ça. Fait que, mais dans le leadership, ce que je fais avec Open Leadership Network, c'est qu'on vient quand même conforter le board exécutif et les autres niveaux de management, tu sais, pour leur apprendre à faire cette invitation base-là, cette agreement base-là avec leurs équipes, pour avoir un meilleur engagement. Parce que si tu ne prends pas de décision, peu importe ton niveau de managériel ou même tu es un SMI de quelque chose, bon, c'est quand tu prends les décisions, tu es plus engagé. Parce que hey, ta responsabilité, là, tu vas la prendre. J'ai pris la décision de faire ça dans l'équipe. Alors, c'est comme ça que ça marche. Tu n'as pas besoin des mystères d'un guide Scrum ou d'un guide Kanban pour faire ça. C'est du common sense. Fait que moi, c'est ça que j'appelle make it happen, deliver what's right, and work with people, not for people.
Yes.
Fait que c'est ça que je lance aujourd'hui. Puis, j'essaie de mettre de l'avant. Oui, agilelange.com va toujours être là. Puis il va parler de son business agility, son open business agility, même de plus en plus que Daniel Mézic m'entraîne sur cette nouvelle réalité-là. La révolution de Mike Beadle, qui n'est plus avec nous, mais qui continue. Parce que c'est ça la vraie révolution. C'est pas le software development ou le IT. Puis, by the way, j'ai eu une question quand j'étais à Agile Boston, j'ai pensé à toi. Parce que c'est Mézic qui m'a posé la question, je pense. Hein. Il me dit, là, I'm going to return in English because I know 95%. He asked me, he says like, have you ever any in your business agility experience with the business people, not the IT people? He asked me like, do you feel or observe that they get what is agile more than the IT people? I said all the time. Because it's a common sense, it's an adjective. First, it's from sports, anyways, to be more agile into your jogging, your cycling, your swimming, whatever. So, I mean, like, it's nothing to do with the fucking software development. Software development, they love to emulate. So that's why you have the Java code, for instance. I love this example because Java, it's a coffee. And that code is highly burn. I mean, like, it's like la torréfaction, tu sais. Fait que c'est pour ça qu'ils appellent ça Java, puis qu'il y a une tasse de café sur le logo. Là. Le Ruby, c'est l'hyper-qualité. Bon, ben c'est ça. Fait qu'il aime ça les humiliations. Fait SCRUM. Anyways, but the thing is, quand tu expliques c'est des concepts de base, c'est des choses de common sense. C'est d'avoir un discours constructif, poli, de la communication non violente, tout ce qui peut sortir des ressources humaines qui auraient tendance à, moi je préférais les appeler les people care, là, les people in culture. Mais c'est ça, fait que c'est l'évolution d'un monde du travail plus sain. Tu sais, oui, encadré, mais que tu donnes un decision right pour que. C'est ça l'auto-organisation. L'auto-organisation, c'est pas le chaos. Exact, c'est ça. Puis autonome. J'ai une collègue à New York, là, puis on va la saluer, Suriu. Toi, c'est Decrypt. Elle, c'est AA, autonomie. Mais AA, le aha moment qu'on peut avoir. Puis autonomie. Puis elle amène le business agility des organisations avec ce principe-là, de l'autonomie des gens. T'embaucher quelqu'un pour son savoir, ses connaissances. Mais je vous dirais que quand vous regardez l'histoire, qui n'est pas nécessairement linéaire, mais tu sais, avant, le Lean Management System, ça a commencé dans les shops à Tokyo, au Japon. Puis c'est eux qui ont fait l'émergence de ces idées-là. Mais on est... Entre autres, mais... Ouais. Oui. Mais ils avaient déjà l'idée que les gens de la chaîne de montage soient impliqués. Moi, c'est là que je voulais aller, dans la part humaine. Exact, mais c'est ça la beauté de l'affaire. Donc, les prémices de ça, fait qu'il y a beaucoup de gens qui... Tu sais, puis Agile, ce que ça a vraiment conforté, oui, c'est les valeurs puis des principes qu'on doit transformer en pattern, basés là-dessus, mais dans un monde plus de savoir. Fait que c'est pour ça que il y a eu beaucoup d'inspiration de Lean qui ont amené. Mais le premier consortium Agile, c'est des gars d'hardware. C'est des gars de système, des architectes. Puis là, après ça, ils ont dit, mais là, il faut... Puis les développeurs, c'est après, ces pseudo-dieux-là, tu sais. Ils sont tellement bons, les développeurs. Ils n'ont pas besoin de rien, ça. Je m'excuse de le dire, puis j'ai beaucoup de... Non, mais... Je le sais, mais je faisais exprès. Exact. Encore aujourd'hui, après 23 ans, puis c'est pour ça qu'à Agile Paradoxon, qu'on va faire la semaine prochaine ou dans 2 semaines, avec un Open Space Specialist, puis un gros coach du ICF, on va essayer de comprendre comment ça se fait qu'après 23 ans de proposition de valeur, on en arrive là. Puis Shredded Giraffe, ils ont fait un excellent vidéo. C'est 7 minutes. On va le présenter, puis on va avoir une discussion après ça là-dessus. Puis pourquoi qu'on est là? Pourquoi qu'on est encore là? Puis là, tu vois les développeurs justement dans des cubicules. C'est gris, c'est sombre, c'est Matrix. Ah ouais, code, ferme ta gueule, fais ça. Puis là, après ça, 23 years later of the manifesto.
C'est la même chose.
C'est la même chose, mais déguisé en un gars qui arrive avec son foulard, puis il fait des hop, hop, hop. On va faire un daily. Ah ouais, tout le monde debout. Anyways, ça va juste drôle. On va vous donner un preview en français de ce qui va se faire en anglais.
En ce moment, moi, je serais plus au retour au travail, malheureusement, parce qu'on est des êtres humains qui vivent en communauté, en société. On a besoin l'un des autres, pas rester tout seul chez soi, cloîtré. On a vraiment besoin de travailler en équipe, de revenir. C'est un sujet,
Non, mais je pense que c'est un beau sujet. Là, le défi qu'on va tous avoir, nous, toi comme Scrum Master, moi comme, on va dire pour le consultant ou Agile, puis toi en Change Management, c'est comment? Parce que là, moi, j'ai travaillé sur beaucoup d'ententes d'équipe depuis 2 ans. J'ai facilité beaucoup d'ententes d'équipe. Il y a des gens qui n'ont plus de loyer, là. Il y a des gens qui ont plutôt ça ici, là. Un coworking comme ici, où ils viennent, mais au moins ils se déplacent, ils sortent. Puis, tu sais, j'ai rencontré des gens cette semaine, beaucoup de gens, beaucoup d'entreprises, je fais beaucoup de démarchage. Et puis, tu sais, la règle n'est pas pareille selon ton niveau de gestion, justement. Puis, même moi, je me dis, ouais, mais là, c'est plate. Parce que tu imagines. En tout cas, mais il faut que ça. Encore une fois.
Le stationnement du président sur le bord de la porte.
Ouais, non, mais là, ce que je veux dire, c'est que. Moi, ce que j'ai vu, c'est que le C-level de cette organisation-là, que je ne veux pas nommer pour toutes sortes de raisons, eux sont obligés d'être 5 jours semaine en présentiel. OK? Alors que les autres, tu sais, c'est du. Et ça, c'est malheureusement, c'est la mauvaise façon de faire parce que moi, je me dis, chaque organisation, elle peut être décentralisée un peu. C'est aux gens de choisir. C'est aux gens de choisir entre eux. Puis si dans cette équipe-là, puis que c'est le même que ça marche, cette équipe-là, ben so be it. Moi, j'avais une équipe, une fois, pour ça, je peux le nommer, chez Bell, à un moment donné. Christy, tout le monde est en Inde ou en Californie. Bon. Fait qu'à un moment donné, tu sais, que tu travailles au campus Bell, ici, c'est la rue La Gauchetière, ou chez vous, dans ton condo, parce qu'il y a une tempête de neige, au moins, tu n'as pas pris 3 heures de venir sur le pont Champlain. Fait que, tu sais, moi, je pense que le télétravail doit avoir sa place dans une forme d'adaptative. Exact. Exact. Mais
c'est bon quand c'est par invitation. En mode, eh bien, ça prendrait N pourcentage de votre temps en fait qui est en personne, mais c'est à vous de vous coordonner et de décider quand vous voulez.
Mais là, imaginons, nous autres, on est quasiment chanceux parce que toi, c'est. Là, je dévoile un peu. Toi, c'est G, ton nom de famille. Toi, c'est G aussi. Puis moi, c'est J. Mais parce que je connais une banque, ça veut la Gauchetière, assez stupide. Ils ont été par nom de famille. Quand est-ce que tu viens les lundis, mercredis ou les mardis, jeudis? Puis le vendredi, ils le laissent flottant parce qu'ils ne veulent pas écœurer le monde. Mais l'idée, c'est que maintenant qu'on fait partie de la même équipe, là, nous, on est chanceux. On est dans le même alphabet. Puis là, nous, on est des lundis, mercredis. Fait que là, on peut se voir, tu sais. Je fais pas un Zoom tout seul. Bon. Mais j'ai vu une Scrum Master, parce que je coach une Scrum Master là-bas. Elle me dit, moi, mon nom, c'est Z. Fait que je suis tout seul les mardis, jeudis. Puis toute l'équipe est là les lundis, mercredis. Mais j'ai dit, attends, ça, c'est parce que vous avez piqué ça by the book. Vous ne fallait pas. C'est comment on a pas dit ça, mais ils ont fait exprès pour montrer aux gestionnaires des ressources humaines qui avaient fait les ben raide. Là, ils se sont réadaptés, évidemment. C'était niaiseux, mais tu sais, y aller par nom de famille. Ça me rappelle un peu quand je vivais en Californie, il y avait émis pour la pollution, c'était des nombres impairs et impairs que tu pouvais prendre ton auto ou pas tel jour. Je ne sais pas si vous avez connu ça, là, mais j'ai connu ça en Californie, moi. Puis j'ai des collègues à Paris qui ont connu ça aussi, mais c'est niaiseux parce que, en tout cas. Ben oui, ça va être un autre beau débat, le télétravail. Je ne sais pas si on va le refaire. Non, mais c'est correct. On avait une émission là-dessus il n'y a pas longtemps qui a repassé justement, qui s'appelait Go Back to Work. Il y avait une fille qui criait après son laptop. Ben là, écoutez, d'autres questions sur ce que je fais, ce que je fais pas, ce que je pourrais faire, ce que je veux pas faire, comment vous pourriez participer à ça peut-être?
Ben oui, possiblement.
Possiblement. All right, guys. So, Philippe, are you still there? So, in that case, guys, as always, je ne sais pas si vous l'avez déjà entendu, mon jingle, mais là, je vais le faire. As always, remember who you really are. You are wonderful. You are powerful. You are free to be whoever you wanted to be and to do whatever you wanted to do in respect of one another. Cheers. Happy weekend. Happy eclipse.